You keep saying you're fine, but you feel that quiet tremor inside, the one that grows louder when no one's watching. You try to distract yourself, move faster, scroll further, anything to silence it, but the noise outside was never the problem. It's the voice within, echoing through every unspoken word, waiting for you to stop pretending. Can you feel it? That's not weakness. That's truth calling. Every emotion you've buried is still alive somewhere in you. It breathes through your reactions, through the tension in your shoulders, through the silence after you swallow your pain. You think you've moved on, but your body keeps the echo. Memories disguised as calm. Stop pretending it's gone. The wound only stops controlling you when you dare to look straight at it. You've mastered the art of appearing stable. You smile when you want to scream. You stay quiet when your heart begs to speak. But this version of peace costs you your truth. You can't fake alignment, not with yourself. The soul always knows when it's being silenced. Every time you hide your truth, a part of you fades a little more, until one day you forget your own sound. Now stop. Breathe. Watch what happens. The moment you stop performing, everything you've buried starts rising. That's why silence feels unbearable. It unmasks what the noise was hiding. You've mistaken stillness for emptiness, but it's actually memory surfacing. Don't run from it this time. Sit with it. Let it shake. The storm isn't punishing you. It's clearing what no longer belongs. The parts of you you've labeled too much or too sensitive. They were never flaws. They were messages. Every tear, every frustration, every ache was trying to show you where you abandoned yourself. You learned to mute your light to feel safe. But safety without self is just a quiet kind of dying. Go back there. Pick up what you left behind. That's where your power was waiting all along. You weren't meant to suppress. You were meant to transmute. Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will rule your life. The pain you avoid becomes the pattern you repeat. So stop explaining. Stop rationalizing. Sit with what hurts until it speaks clearly. The emotion that once broke you becomes wisdom once you stop running from it. The only way out is through. Now breathe again. Feel that subtle shift inside you. That soft pulse that wasn't there before. That's self-respect returning to its place. You no longer need to be understood by everyone, only by yourself. The moment you accept that truth, your energy changes. The world stops being your mirror and becomes your canvas. You are no longer reacting, you're creating again. Every relationship that drains you is a teacher. It shows you where your boundaries vanish and your self-worth gets quiet. You've mistaken peace for people-pleasing, but love without limits becomes self-erasure. Real love includes truth. Protecting your energy isn't cruelty. It's devotion. Say no without guilt. You're not pushing people away. You're calling your power home. You keep trying to be the good one, the calm one, the one who holds everything together. But you weren't sent here to be digestible. You were sent here to be real. Let them misunderstand you. The ones meant for you will find truth in your unfiltered self. You're not here to perform humility. You're here to embody it, quiet strength, unshaken by who approves or not. Now stop. Let that sink in. You've been waiting for someone to validate what your soul already knows, that you're tired of living small, of making yourself invisible just to keep the peace, that you've outgrown the version of you that survived by shrinking. You're done waiting for permission to expand. You are the permission. The life you want begins where you stop apologizing. Every awakening begins with a breakdown of who you thought you were. The mask starts to crack, not to destroy you, but to free you. The chaos you fear is simply truth rearranging your world. You're not losing control, you're gaining awareness. Growth feels like breaking because the shell has to open. You've mistaken death for transformation, but it's just you being born again. The shadow isn't your enemy. It's your unspoken truth, the side you buried under politeness. Every time you reject it, you reject a piece of your power. When you stop fighting it, it becomes your compass. Don't chase light, integrate the dark. That's where your wholeness hides. Real healing isn't about becoming pure. It's about becoming whole. Finally, now breathe once more. You've been learning to live without armor, to speak even when your voice shakes, to rest when it feels wrong to stop. That's growth, not perfection, but presence. And presence is power. Because when you choose to stay with yourself through discomfort, life stops being a battlefield and becomes sacred ground again. The world will still test you. Old patterns will knock again, wearing familiar faces, asking if you've truly changed. But this time you'll answer differently. Not with explanations, with silence, not with fear, with clarity. Your peace won't need witnesses. It will simply exist, quiet and firm. You no longer chase understanding, you embody it. You were never meant to be flawless. You were meant to be whole. Let your softness and your fire exist together, not in conflict, but in balance. Let your past be your teacher, not your identity. You've walked through shadows and found light that doesn't burn anymore. And when you forget who you are, come back here, you'll remember. You always do.